Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, I've had a +4 candy for far too long and not done anything with it. So it is the day. Free gear removal is live. We are going to be messing around with candy and giving him the big beans. Big balls. He's coming out big. I don't know where I was going with that. Right. We're going to choose a blessing. So I do have him as, I think I've got a +3 blessing. Yeah, 3-star blessing. I really would have loved the 4-star. That's kind of why I've been holding off. Just to try and get that extra 25% crit damage just for a bit more. But I think we're going to go with Lightning Cage here. So Lightning Cage gives me protection of buffs. It gives me additional attack. And yeah, it just feels like for a candy that's going to be pretty damn solid. So we're slapping that on. Masteries were already pre-done. So we do have Helm Smasher on ready to lock down the nukes with a full kind of damage build. With the ability to retaliate, because this guy's got one of the hardest hitting A1s in the game. So he places an extra hit if the target is under any buff. We really want for there to be buffs out there at some point, because this absolutely hits like a cannon. Probably up there as like a top 3, I think, A1 in the game if he double hits. So this is really nice. His A2 is no joke either. So he's got an AoE smack. If he kills anyone, he gets an extra turn, which obviously enables him to basically nuke, then A1, and hopefully clear up anything that is left. He does have this self-buffing ability on the A3, which is Perfect Vow, increased attack, increased speed, and increased crit damage. So it is nice to get those buffs on. The trouble is, though, he kind of buffs and just stands there for like another 10 minutes, when really you just want him doing this and this. So a lot of people just turn the A3 off completely, and they bring someone else into the team that can basically do all of this. So, you know, Duchess in particular is great to put with Candy. One of the other things, and this is, for those who don't know, CANDRAPHON was a joke. For many years, CANDRAPHON was a joke, one of the worst legendaries in the game. He got a buff, and one of his parts of his buff was his passive. And it was a humongous buff for this guy. So they gave him this. Damage increases by 40% whilst under Veil or Perfect Veil, which is why Duchess is such a good pairing with him. If you don't have Duchess, you kind of do want to use this skill, really. Also receives 40% less damage while he's got a Veil or Perfect Veil. So basically, he becomes like a tanky nuker, one of the best in the game, once that Veil is on him. Also gets a turn meter boost by 15% each time this champion receives Veil or Perfect Veil. And the other part here, which is on a 3-turn cooldown, which is the active effect, places a Perfect Veil on him for 1 turn each time an enemy's turn meter is filled. So the idea here was he's generally like a go second arena team type of champ. The other team go, they get some buffs or they get some turn meter fill. He gets his Perfect Veil up, so he's like tanky as you like. He's ready to go. And then when he gets his turn, he lands the full nuke, followed by the cleanup. That's kind of like the way people have used Candy over the years. He's fallen right out of the meta. I'm going to be honest. Like, he's not a meta champion anymore because there's just way more OP stuff out there, which is sad, really. Trunda, out the meta. Candy, out the meta. Taras in, Taras in, Taras in, Taras in. No one uses anything else if they got him because he's just so silly OP. Like, anyway, that's not what this video is about. So we've got our blessing on. We've got our masteries on. We're going to do a optimization of his build. So on the optimizer, I can say, give me maximum damage for his build, which we're going to do here. I'm going into damage mode. I'm not going to steal from my priority 3 and priority 5 locked champions. So these are generally my champions that are already built for stuff. They're already built for my like arena nukes, or they're built to do like my clearing in dungeons and stuff like that. So I've locked those out. I'm saying we do want to max any artifacts, and we do want to max the ascension of any artifacts. So I've got stuff ready to go for this. Otherwise, it include equipped stuff from my account. We're fighting against basically arena mobs. So I'm talking about 4k defense, 100k HP enemies. I'm going to go with a 170 speed Candy. In live arena, a lot of people are pushing fast damage dealers, like 230 plus for high level live arena. That's definitely an option. And obviously you get more hits away. Maybe we do go a bit faster. Maybe I'll go like 200, see what this build does. I can look at a few variations and see what's going to work best. Slots I don't need to mess around with because it's going to find me my best stuff. Sets I don't need to mess around with because it will find me my best stuff as well. But I am doing arena, so there's definitely a good shout to say, you know, reaction accessories, helpful. We could go with, potentially, let me see actually. I haven't looked at this. Do I have stone skin artifacts yet for this? One there. I would need a couple if I was going to make it work. I don't think I do. So I don't have... I was wondering if I could go stone skin plus savage, something like that. But it looks like I don't have the artifacts to make that work. But reaction is good if you've got it. Revenge is also good because revenging with your counterattack A1 is particularly strong. So if I've got decent revenge stuff, that would work. But honestly, I don't. Even in my reaction stuff is not good in terms of like building something which is going to be fun to show you guys for nukage. But even if it's not that good, look at all this defense stuff I've got. Wow, it's all defense. Defense. Maybe we do a cheeky reroll of one. I don't really want to use the legendary or... Anyway, so we're still going to go full nuke. I don't have the accessories that I want. But if you do, revenge and stone skin particularly would be very, very fun. So yeah, I'm telling the optimizer I've got some glyphage. And then we're going to hit optimize and see what we get at 200 speed. 200 is quite quick. My gear's not insanely good. So at 200, it's like kicking out. Let's see what the damage number would look like. I would get myself to 44 plus 27. So what's that, like 72k worth of damage at 200 speed. Whereas if I went with 170, see what the difference is. Pretty decent gain of damage. Is it worth it? Is it worth the extra speed is what I'm wondering here. Let's just check skills. So that would give me like, what, 75k of damage instead of the 72. It's an extra few percent damage, but I actually think going with the faster one will do it. So that's what we're going to do. Just going to whack that back. Let's just see what 230 looks like, actually. Because 230 would be damn nice for live arena, which is where I'd mainly use him. He's not going to go into my main arena team because my main arena team is just super easy to use with my Cupidus. Quite a big drop off of damage here by the looks of it. Yeah, like 63. So that's way too low for damage. So we'll go 200. And these are the sort of things that, you know, you guys just need to play around with. If you're using Optimizer and trying to get to the build you want, this is the type of thing you should do. Just like play a bit of back and forth and see what you want to get to. And then if I hit view, it tells me where I'm going to find it from. So I'm actually finding my lethal gear, which is cool. So grab this gear on and see what we can do. Okay, before we get into the arena, we're just going to do our normal damage test. I'm so sad that my best gloves on my account are actually bolster set gloves. Look at these bad boys. Damn, it's absolutely insane. They're bolster set gloves, but they are so sick. And I've got these regeneration boots, which are also incredibly good. But yeah, the rest of the gear is just like smacked up with damage. You can see that I've even like ascended out where I've got cheeky little bits of attack coming through. We've glyphed it all that I can glyph. I've got... honestly, not the best jewelry here, but it's the best on my account, which, again, after playing the game for so long, is kind of nuts. But yeah, basically just boosted attack wherever I could. I've got a much higher base speed than I thought I was going to have for this level of gear. 8.2k attack. This is what empowerment and blessings do to your account. It's just a crazy additional boost of damage that you're going to get. Obviously, we get a nice chunk from the artifacts as well. 204 speed, 100% crit rate. 331 crit damage. Is it the most powerful candy you've ever seen? Comment below. I'm sure there's others out there which are nuts actually. But anyway, let's do this. As you saw, masteries were like Helm Smasher and all that normal stuff. First thing we do is just check out Dragon 20 and see what sort of numbers we're popping off there. Because this is my base. This is what I'm used to testing on. And yeah, this is where we're going to just kind of get a feel for, is he good or not? Was he worth it? Where's my Arbiter? RB in there. Drop defense and weaken here. Then we've got... does Candy give us an attack? He's only attacking arena, which is a shame. If he was attacking all battles, then obviously we would get a bit of extra damage away at this point as well. Now, for this particular damage test, I actually just remembered we want to be using our Duchess, not Arbiter here, because Duchess is going to give me my Veil as well. And Veil's going to add that extra 40% to the damage number. So... don't want to miss out on that. I could just self-buff, honestly, and that would give me the extra crit damage as well. Still get the poisons on. That's cool. Okay, let's unleash. A2 first. 480k across the board with the +4 candy. Let's go. Okay, then. Let's check out the A1. Who's going to be the victim? I think they've got no buffs on, so we're not going to get the same level of damage that we could. Or I guess we're not going to get 2 swings. Just imagine if he had 1 buff on here, like increased speed from this Apothecary. And maybe I could wait for Apothecary to go. In fact, that's what I'm going to do. Self-buff and just sit here. Sit and wait. Hopefully I don't kill everyone too quick. Let Apothecary do his thing. Although we've got block buffs on. It's not going to work. Not going to work. Let's go on to a different level. Let's go on to 25. Which is an A1. A1 in the face. So if you had a... Basically, if you had a buff, that's a 560k hit on stage 25. Okay, let's jump into some arena. So I'm going to build out what I would class as an old school go second team. Basically, with like a Duchess Reviver, an annoying champion to soak up damage, a protector, and then your damage. In the old school kind of like defense teams for arena, you tended to have 1 threat, and the rest of the team protected the threat and hoped to get the damage away. That's basically what we were doing. It's changed a bit now because there's just such a crazy meta going on, but we're just kind of like biding our time, getting our buffs up, unleashing the nuke, and basically getting rid of either 1 at a time or like full beans damage, taking someone out. Great anti-rotors type of champion as well, because we've got that A1 which has just done a double hit. Currently he's protected by Necrit, so probably not going to die. But this is quite a strong defense as well. A Stone Skin Necrit. Oh man, actually that is strong. Very strong, but he's almost dead. We started against someone who's actually pretty damn tanked up himself. Nuke, we go again. Rotors was actually quite a good counter as well, because he like jump in front. Let's go with this team here. Another pretty, I mean, a solid team here. This is a solid team. Candy's also pretty damn sweet against Ultimate Death Knight in terms of just like ripping through him. There's the nuke. Not enough damage, but we do take down the Sifi with the second slap. Yeah, the first slap hit Ultimate Death Knight like it normally would. Second slap, though, straight into Sifi. Down she goes. She's no problem anymore. Look how quickly we're actually rotating back into our nukes. Fairness though, Ragash has barely been scratched. Like I guess he's weak affinity to us, or he's strong affinity against us. Which is probably why he's just kind of like chilling. And that's one of the things with Candy, you know, he is down to like affinity stuff. So, you know, you can't always rely on the full beans. But when he does hit, he hits hard and takes people down. Try and do another big one here. Harima, another sort of champion that has pretty much countered the Candy, unfortunately. You know, being able to just negate a lot of what's going on with the Savage Gear is massive. As soon as they buff up, we've got our Veil out. We're ready. It's a weakish here, isn't it? It's so weak. When you've got Duchess with 10% damage reduction, Harima saying, no, you're not reducing any of our defense. Oh, it's bad, actually. Like, think how strong my Candy is right now. Think how strong he is. And this is why, unfortunately, he's dropped out of meta. Like, we've got good protection for him. I guess we've just got to focus this Duchess here, really. Ultimate Death Knight doing his things. Go on, do a nuke. Oh, it's not enough to kill anyone. Wow. So they've got, again, like a very good go second or defensive squad. I'm actually probably going to lose this one. It's a rough one. It's a rough one. It just shows you, like, even with the power of my team here, which each of these champions are built well, absolutely destroyed. Again, you wouldn't want to fight a team like this generally. I guess another one of the ones that kind of surpassed Candy a bit was Leorius, because he is that void affinity. You don't have that problem with affinity stuff. It's a bit of a sad day, but let's see what he gets. Increase attack. Let's go. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's nice. What you got, Leo? What have you got? Gonna have a Stone Skin Cardiel here. Cardiel. Can't remember which one. Cardinal, I think. Stone skin, stone skin. Guess we just got to focus over here, kill her, but she'll get revived anyway. Oh, look at that. We're eating straight through the stone skin. As if it's not there. Nuke. Nuke. She got revived. Did she use it already? She did. She's toast. She's got buffs. She's toast. So it gives you a feel for what an absolute turbocharged one looks like. But also, I wanted to leave in the stuff where it's like it just didn't work. Because it shows how far he's fallen, honestly, from the meta. Even with this build. Boom! Even with this build, there's some stuff now that he just can't touch. You know, like this type of defensive combo. But still, super fun. Yeah, look, empowerment, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, it's absolutely like, for me, ruined the game in terms of diversity and stuff. But when you do get one, it is quite a lot of fun. Anyway, there you go, guys. The strongest candy in the land. +4 for your enjoyment. I've been Hell Hades. I'll see you later.